We sent our mythbuster Rob Hayes to investigate.
They are the mysterious lights that mesmerized Southern Californians, hovering and lurking over Riverside and Orange counties. Their origin unknown. But could the answer to these unidentified flying objects rest here? Deep under the waters off Point Doom?
About 6 miles off the coast of Malibu, at a depth of some 2,000 feet, a mysterious anomaly can be found. Spotted and shared in 2014, its whereabouts and existence, however, has been rumored to have been known of by official academics for many years, yet suspiciously little attention, or indeed any explorations of the site, have ever publicly taken place. Known as Sycamore Knoll, the rumors claimed that officials quietly believed the anomaly to be many thousands of years old, yet what exactly it could be has either remained a closely guarded secret or it has remained an unsolved mystery. Now believed by many to be an alien base with enormous columns and pillars displayed clearly visible in the satellite imagery, it is believed that these weight-bearing supports for an entranceway into whatever this thing is. The plot would thicken when Google Maps would even attempt to scrub the structure from later versions of its software. One has to wonder if the structure nothing more than a natural formation, as they have officially claimed. Why would one go to such lengths in an effort to hide it? Yet the most curious characteristic of this strange, possible ancient alien anomaly would be discovered almost completely by accident. With ham radio enthusiast Mr. Emmett of Malibu locating a strange yet steady radio signal, which he would soon triangulate as being emitted from just off the coast, later establishing that it was indeed coming from the base itself. Mr. Emmett says that he was able to track down the source of the signal using a powerful antenna mounted on a four-wheel drive truck, soon finding that they indeed hailed from this mysterious underwater structure, which is located near his property. Further research into the object itself and any possible history surrounding its earliest discovery have also revealed that it has indeed been there for some considerable time, confirming the claims long rumored to have originated from individuals in the know. Corroborated by the indigenous Chumash people, who have revealed that they have known of the object for many thousands of years, coming to know of it as the ship. Could this be a clue to what this thing is? Perhaps the Chumash, once able to dive to the object, perhaps they witnessed it crash. How they knew of its location, or why they chose to call it a ship, remain unknown, although they have long been convinced that it indeed of extraterrestrial origin. What is this thing off the coast of Malibu? What is this strange radio signal? Is it communicating with something? If so, what? Is it an outpost for alien life? One which is quietly observing our planet? If this true, why would Google attempt to hide the structure from later generations? What do you think it could be? Let me know in the comments section. I will keep you posted on any further developments or discoveries surrounding this strange anomaly, and indeed, its possible alien radio signal. It is a mystery which I find highly compelling. There are many things within our vast and mysterious oceans that we still don't understand, many places we are yet to explore, many anomalies we are yet to discover. It's a well-known fact that we know far more about the surface of our planet's satellite than we do about the bottom of our own oceans, mapping no more than an estimated 20% so far, and that is being incredibly generous. Thus, the existence of an unknown sea monster, one so large as to span more than 2 miles, a creature that has possibly lay dormant for many millennia, is certainly not beyond the realm of possibility. With the subject of tonight's video, not only confirmation of this as a legitimate possibility, but could eventually prove it to be reality. A creature so vast, it would reset our entire understandings of the animal kingdom, evolution, even the many at present presumed limitations of just how big a creature our planet could incorporate into the food chain. We have long been aware of the fact that the oceans, due to the abundance of food, the only place such a creature could grow to such gargantuan size. With the blue whale, for example, the largest animal so far known to have ever called Earth home, requiring a dizzying 16 tons of krill and other tiny crustaceans each single day. Thus, if this massive anomaly, a creature, one which has seemingly awoken on our ocean floor, how much food will it require before inevitably going back into its long slumber? Found by internet sleuths while scouring Google Maps of the lands and seas, painstakingly searching for ancient anomalies and other unexplained phenomena, an object, estimated to be over 2.5 miles wide, an apparent giant dome-shaped creature, has began to slowly slither its way across the ocean floor. As if bottom feeding off the bed of the ocean, leaving a flat and clean trail in its wake. It wouldn't take long for Google to release a statement claiming that the anomaly was just due to an error, a glitch, which occurred while stitching multiple images of the oceans together. Quote, "You're not looking at a crawling dome. You're looking at a low-res sonar stitch glitch on Google Earth's bathymetric layer. What you're calling a 2-mile sea creature is just cartographic noise from overlapping survey lines and interpolation gaps. This is what happens when someone opens Google Earth, sees a shadow, and decides they're deep-sea Dora, the explorer, with zero understanding of how seafloor mapping works. These aren't alien trails. They're digital potholes from outdated sonar passes." End quote. Interestingly, a few years ago, another underwater anomaly would go viral surrounding a possible alien, or at least submerged entrance to a terrestrial base, again, of gigantic proportions and again found on Google Maps. Found off the coast of Malibu, shown to have a smoothed-off roof with a number of pillars laid out creating an entranceway, all clearly displayed and exposing its artificial nature. Yet, alas, as mentioned, the same excuse of it simply being a glitch was rolled out to the media. Additionally, the site would be abruptly blurred out, as if this straight denial, along with no official exploration of these locations undertaken, not suspicious enough, after declaring that it of no interest, to then go to such lengths as to edit the images themselves. I feel clear evidence of some form of cover-up, regardless of the truth surrounding what it could be. What is this thing on our ocean floor? How is it moving? Is it a living being? A sea monster which, due to its size, has a hibernation period so large it hasn't moved in centuries, perhaps millennia? I will keep you posted on any future updates, and indeed if Google again decides to remove the anomaly from their maps. It is a mystery which I find highly compelling. Located deep within the Caucasus, high up in the mountains of Kabardino-Balkaria, near the village of Zayukovo within Russia, the rumored tip of a lost prehistoric ruin of gargantuan proportions has recently been discovered. Found after years of exhaustive efforts to verify the source of countless local legends, which all told of a massive ancient anomaly located somewhere deep beneath the mountains. Told of and even claimed as having been witnessed by the elders of the many local tribes, all telling of a now lost ancient underworld, a complex network of dungeons, tunnels, and vast caverns where ancient town squares, houses, and many other dwellings can still be found, still all intact, yet left completely abandoned, untold millennia ago. Quote, "For many years we have searched, we have gone to the places of these alleged dungeons, and we have listened to the elderly, and we found the place, right where, according to Aksakalov's stories, there lay an old city. This not an allegory, but the literal translation of local legend. The old folks say it was built by people who lived here before them. Yet who they were, what kind of people, nobody knows." Vadim Chernobrov, head of the Public Research Association, told the mainstream media. He continues, "This city, according to them, was located both above and below ground. An elder recalls that when he was a child, some young people had entered the huge underground city and found its squares, its streets and clubs, but no trace of people. With a still existing underground river, which if followed, led to a central square, in the middle of which a kind of monument, something like a sacred stone, placed in the center of the settlement." End quote. One of the local tribe's elders, known as an Aksakal, would tell Vadim of a place located within the Baksan Gorge, whose name from Kabardian indeed translated to Old City. With this information, several possible closed-up entrances were found, after which they would stumble upon a small, still accessible opening. A possible entranceway into this now lost world deep below the earth. And with the aid of locals, Maria and Viktor Kotlyarov, an exploration of the opening was arranged. Led by climber and speleologist Arthur Jemuko, he and a select team of experienced climbers then slowly descended into what he initially presumed a mere natural opening, at the very most a small ancient mine. Yet they would soon realize it of such enormous scale, the ends of the cavern not visible, not even reachable with their ropes. Soon realizing that they indeed within an ancient artifact, not only of clear artificial origin, but as the legends had told, of unimaginably gigantic proportions. Quote, "They are made of smooth stone blocks roughly the same size as that of the Egyptian pyramid stones, and were presumably obtained and constructed with the use of similar technologies, with one attached to the other. Each weighing around 50 to 100 tons, all seemingly well worked and polished to a finish, although chips and cracks have seemingly appeared with age." End quote. The dungeon is of colossal size, and the speleologists have only managed to explore a very small part of it so far, advancing only a mere 100 meters between the narrow walls into the feature. Noting that each of these strange narrow cavities go very deep into the earth and are also all seemingly part of a much bigger anomaly and indeed possible past function. Noting later that the light from their torchlights is not even reaching the bottom. What is this ancient structure? Is it a part of a much bigger complex? One that, for some yet to be established purpose or reason, drills deep into the earth below. The researchers have come to a rather interesting conclusion in regard to what they think this feature could be, and instead of being an entrance to the underworld, which could indeed still exist nearby, have postulated a function similar to the one put forward for the claimed functionality of the anomaly beneath Khafra. Quote, "It looks like a certain resonator, a device for seismological research, mining, or some kind of energy generation," says Chernobrov. And with the recent hypothesis put forward drawing similarities in appearance with the anomaly beneath Egypt and that of apparent tuning forks, also noted specifically as being for possible seismological purposes, is this but a coincidence? Perhaps it's a connection. The entrance the team has uncovered leads into an incredibly narrow vertical shaft, descending tens of meters in each blocked section. Managing to reach a passage they struggled greatly to pass without equipment, yet beyond lay huge hidden rooms 100 meters in height. It is clearly a gigantic artificial feature, one once built over 1 kilometer above sea level and high up in the mountains, yet of a size possibly dwarfing even that of the Great Pyramids. I will keep you posted on further developments. It is a recent, suspiciously little shared discovery, which I find